Welcome back to another YouTube video. Time to talk about AEW and NXT. AEW started with Darby Allin versus Joey Janela, a 10-minute match where Darby Allin and Joey Janela went semi-crazy. Darby Allin wins. Match was good. Darby Allin wins as expected. Then I'll just go into it now. 2 minutes later, they put Darby Allin in a body bag. They drag him across the parking lot with their truck, and Sting goes after him. Then that's how we cut. Like Sting doesn't chase them down in a car or anything. Cody and Lee Johnson. Lee Johnson gets his first win, beats Peter Avalon and Cesar Bononi, with Cody's help, obviously. Pac versus Ryan Nemeth, which that's Dolph Ziggler's brother. For those of you who don't know, Pac wins. Ryan does every Dolph Ziggler mannerism in the book, other than the super kick and the famouser and the tuning up the band thing and the zigzag, but everything else, same. The Acclaim versus MJF and Chris Jericho. MJF and Chris Jericho win. MJF's talking about how Sammy punched him in the gut earlier, which did happen. Sammy and MJF were talking backstage. Sammy's like, I know you're trying to take over the inner circle. And then Sammy punches him. Sammy goes out, tells Jericho he quits the inner circle. So, yeah, Sammy's gone from the inner circle. And MJF's going to take it over. Probably. Layla Hirsch versus Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa wins. That was the first match in the tournament. Thunder Rosa should at least go to the semis. Semis, because past the quarters, because next to the quarterfinals, obviously. So, at least go to the semifinals, if not winning the whole thing. But I don't know if they want to put the AEW Women's Championship on a person who's not signed to their company. So they probably won't. Kenta and Kenny Omega versus Moxley and Lance Archer. This match was crazy. Ladder spot, table spot. There were spots in the kitchen. Somebody got hit with a box of potatoes. So, yeah. Awesome. Kenny Omega pins Lance Archer with the One-Winged Angel with help from Gallows and Anderson and Kenta. So, yeah, you made Lance Archer look strong by being taken down by not only the world champion, but a set of tag champs and Kenta. So, yeah, great. All right. Oh, yeah. And Matt Hardy and Adam Page signed the contract. What Matt Hardy thinks was the contract for the 30%. It wasn't. We won't learn what the contract was until next week. All right. So we have NXT MSK versus Legado del Fantasma. MSK win. I'll just say it now. Grizzled Young Vets beat Tommaso and Thatcher. So we're getting MSK versus Grizzled Young Vets at TakeOver. And like I said, MSK is going to win the whole thing. I said that before knowing who was going to be in the finals. Xia Li beat Cora Jade, and then Case Catanzaro and Lacey Lane come out there and they're basically like, Xia Li, what are you doing? This isn't you. And then she beats them both up. So, there you go. I expect matches with Xia Li and those two again at some point. Because they've happened the first time and they were all, Xia Li was still a face. So, Dusty Rose Women's Tag Classic, Shotzi and Ember versus The Way. Candice and Indy, obviously. Shotzi and Ember win. They're going to go on to the finals to fight Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. I'm assuming Shotzi and Ember are going to win because the women's tag champs are heels currently. And I don't think Naomi and Lana are going to beat them for the tag titles in the Elimination Chamber. That's just me. Austin Theory versus Kushida. Kushida wins. And then gets attacked by Johnny. Baxter Loomis comes up and then save. And then, yeah, basically it was already official. Kushida versus Johnny Gargano at TakeOver for the North American Championship. Cameron Grimes shows up again, and he's got a big wad of cash, giving out hundreds to everybody. You get 100. You get 100. You get 100. Then we had, oh yeah, I already talked about the main event. So yeah, that's everything. And then we get a rundown of the card and everybody doing stare offs, yada yada. All right, so that was NXT and AEW. See you guys later. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.